Canvas for writing. Well, have you ever had this experience with ChatGPT? You ask it to write something, a blog post, an email, a report. It gives you a great draft, but then you want to change one paragraph. So you type, revise paragraph 3 to be more concise, and ChatGPT gives you the whole thing again. Now you are copying and pasting between versions, trying to track what changed, losing your place. It's clunky, it's frustrating, and for anything longer than a few paragraphs, it becomes a mess. And this is exactly the problem Canvas was designed to solve. Canvas is a side by side editing workspace built directly into ChatGPT. Now, instead of getting responses in the chat that you have to copy out, you work on a live document together with ChatGPT, like Google Docs, but with an AI collaborator sitting next to you. And in this video, or I will show you exactly how Canvas works for writing projects, how to open it, the editing tools available, and workflows that will cut your writing time dramatically. And by the end, you will know when to use Canvas and how to get the most from it. So, what Canvas is? Let's start with the basics. What exactly is Canvas? Canvas is a two-pane interface inside ChatGPT. On the left, you have your familiar chat window. I'll show you the live screen as well. So on the left, you have your familiar chat window where you talk to ChatGPT. On the right, you have an editable document, your writing project. The magic is that these two work together. You can highlight a specific section of your document and ask ChatGPT to revise that part. You can make edits directly yourself, and ChatGPT can see the whole document at once. So its suggestions account for context you have already established. Think of it like having a co-writer who can see your screen and make targeted changes exactly where you need them. Now, when Canvas opens, Canvas isn't always active. It opens when it is useful. ChatGPT will automatically open Canvas when it detects you are working on something that would benefit from it. Generally, that means writing that's longer than about 10 lines, requests that clearly involve drafting a document, an article, a report, an email, a story, or coding projects which we'll cover in the next sessions. So you can actually trigger it manually. Just include use Canvas in your prompt or type /Canvas in the chat. You can also say open a Canvas to start with a blank workspace where you can paste in your existing work. So how do we do that? Let us go to ChatGPT. Uh, this is the free version of it, and this is the paid version of it. We'll start with the free version and see how it works, and then move on to the paid one if we need to. So, okay. So if you see here, I have the option to open mandatorily ask ChatGPT to open a canvas by clicking right here. Now it always opens a canvas. So it helps you write something, a letter, an email or something, or maybe a code. Or you can simply do /canvas. So that's a shortcut without having to click. Or you can ask open a canvas and so on. So I think the easiest one is to do it this and now ask it to write. So write a blog article on the topic 10 best ways to celebrate New Year in Dubai. Okay, should we hit on enter? Let's do it. You are seeing this live. While it does this, let this be done. Okay, almost we are almost there. Okay, so this is the canvas. I can copy, I can edit, I can download. This is how the interface of Canvas looks like. Let's click on edit and see what happens. Here it is. On the right side, you have your document. You can click anywhere and type directly. It's a real editor and not just a display. So if I want to add something over here, I can just write it right here. Basic markdown formatting is supported: bold, italics, headers, bullet points, and numbered list. So if I want to add something over here, say, okay, let me put up something A, B, C, D, E, F, G, L, and so on. So this is something I can make it bold, I can make it italics, and so on. At the top of the canvas, you will see navigation controls. The back arrows lets you restore previous versions. So if ChatGPT makes a change you don't like, you can undo it. Where is that? Let's find it out. Show the changes and the copy. Okay, you can rename it here and this one. At the bottom right, you will find the shortcut tools. Now, what are these shortcut tools? These are for quick actions designed for common writing tasks. We'll go through these in a moment. This is the shortcut tools that it is talking about. Okay. On the left, the chat continues as normal. You can ask ChatGPT to make changes and it will update the document on the right in real time. So I can further changes and it will make the updates in real time. The shortcut menu is one of the Canva's most powerful features. These are one-click actions for common editing tasks. This is what we are talking about. Suggest edits. ChatGPT reviews your document and leaves inline comments with suggestions. It is like having an editor mark up your draft. You can click each comment to apply the suggestions or dismiss it. You can adjust the length, make your document longer or shorter. Adjust the length. You can expand thin sections or tighten wordy ones with a single click. Reading level, well, this is brilliant. You can adjust the complexity of your writing from kindergarten level all the way to graduate level. Perfect for adapting content to different audiences without rewriting from scratch. Add a final polish, a finishing pass that fixes typos, smoothens transitions and improves flows. Use this when your content is almost done and you want that extra level of polish. Yes. And then you have add emojis. Add emojis where appropriate. More useful for casual content like social media posts than formal documents. Now these shortcuts save enormous time because they handle common tasks that would otherwise require detailed prompts. Next is highlight to edit. This is where Canvas really shines. Targeted editing. Now, instead of asking ChatGPT to revise a whole document, you can highlight a specific section, a sentence, a paragraph, a section, and ask for changes to just that part. Now, when you highlight text, a small input box appears. Now, you can type instructions like make this more concise, or add a real world example here, or explain this more simply. ChatGPT will revise just that section, leaving the rest of your document untouched. And this is a game changer for long documents. You can work through your draft section by section, refining each part without disturbing the others. The context of the full document is preserved, so the revisions still fit naturally. Let's figure it out. Okay, so I select this paragraph and you see here, ask ChatGPT, make it bold, italics or this. So ask ChatGPT, I can edit or explain. So I can ask it to expand, make it concise, make the changes, the tone, whatever you want to make it, and boom, you're done. So you can refine the tone, you can ask it to polish, and then once you're done, you can export the document by clicking over here. Share 10 best ways to celebrate, and here it is. And this entire process happens in one workspace. No copying between windows, no losing track of versions, no asking ChatGPT to regenerate the entire document just to change one line. Okay. Now that we are through with this, let us now continue with a few tips. Okay. Be specific with highlights. That's the tip number one. The more targeted your selection, the more precise the edit. Don't highlight a whole page if you only want to change one paragraph. Tip number two, use version history liberally. If ChatGPT makes a change you didn't like, hit the back arrow. Experimentation is free when you can always undo. Tip number three, combine chat and direct editing. You can type directly in the document for quick fixes, then use the chat for bigger revisions. The flexibility is the point. Tip number four, start with structure and then fill. Ask for an outline first, then expand section by section. This keeps your document organized and prevents the rambling that sometimes happens with long form generation. And use suggest edits before finalizing. The inline feedback often catches issues you would miss yourself. So it's like having a copy editor review your draft. Let's find it out. Okay, so I go here and I click on suggest edits, It's going through the document now. And do you see on the right side, the suggestions are right here. Consider adding a quick hook. Example, number of visitors or fireworks records to make the introduction more compelling. Once again, a suggestion: you might improve flow by briefly mentioning why this is usually ranked number one. This section could be strengthened by grouping venues into a quick category, luxury versus party vibe. So these are the suggestions, the edit suggestions. That is amazing and really, really, really great. And here is what to remember. Canvas transforms ChatGPT from a chat-based assistant into a true writing collaborator. You work on a live document together, making targeted edits, using one-click shortcuts, and tracking versions, all in one workspace. And for any project longer than a quick email, Canvas is your new default. So here is your challenge for today. Open ChatGPT, start a Canvas session, ask it to write something, a blog post, a report outline, anything that interests you. Then practice the highlight to edit feature. Select one section and ask for a revision. Use the shortcuts. See how the workflow feels different from regular chat. And that hands-on experience will cement everything we covered today. Canvas isn't just for writing. It's equally powerful for code. And in the next session, I will show you Canvas for coding, how to use it to write, debug, and refine code with the same collaborative workflow. I'll see you there.